Hey, welcome back to the Junius Maltby channel and all that it entails. Today's boring program will focus on what's in this bag and some news. There's some headlines. We haven't done that in a while. Read through some headlines, kind of discuss some topics, get your input, the viewers, because I love the comments, I love the feedback, and reading your ideas is something that helps me in exploring other links and possibilities. So welcome, thank you for being here, and Merry Christmas if you're in part of the country that's getting snow. It's beautiful, isn't it? Alright, now to the program. If you remember, a couple weeks ago I had to produce a sad video where I had to sell some gold to pay for some things. Well, I was able to get some back, and so it's kind of an unboxing slash news video. A couple of stocking stuffers in here too. Alright, there's the 2 silver ounces for some stockings for some people. And for me, nice half-ounce gold eagle. I'm going to open her up and probably put it in a nice little slip case. Not one of these, more of a one of those clip cases. But there you go, 1/2 ounce of American gold. Paid 19 over spot, and gold was 12.05. I don't remember. So whatever that is, I only had to pay 19 over spot, and I locked in at 12.05 for it. So not bad, not bad. All right, guys, let's get to the headlines now. Unless you want to talk about this some more. Yeah, I replaced gold that I had to sell. Keep adding to the stack. I don't trust the system. Gold's low, buy when it's low. Sure, could it go lower? Oh yeah, sure, definitely. It could go lower. But $1,200 for me is not a bad price for gold right now. I was fortunate enough to be able to buy and lock in on gold years ago at much lower prices. However, with my beliefs and my view on the economy, I think that $1,200 is a fair value right now for gold. I think it's on sale, and I think $21 silver, is that what it is today, or $20, $19.44 currently? I think silver at $20 is a good deal. It's a steal. It's half off. It's below the production costs in mining it. So go ahead, get yourself some silver, get yourself some gold. Merry Christmas. You know, gold was one of the first gifts given on Christmas, if you think about it. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Anyways, headlines. Gold may be on the verge of a waterfall-style decline. This is coming from financialsense.com. We could read a little bit of that article, but it's just something that's coming from Forbes magazine. So consider the source. Financial Sense is leaking this to Forbes, and they're talking about the QE taper and how gold is at 1,200. And these are naysayers talking about gold dropping, and that's fine. I mean, that's their personal belief. However, they didn't get it wrong, because they were calling for gold to drop back in 2007 and 8. These same individuals, which it didn't happen, as we all know. So as the old adage goes, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, and even a broken clock is right twice a day. So if they say that enough, they might be right occasionally, but overall, the overall trajectory of gold, if you're here and you're part of the boring program known as the Junius Maltby Project channel, you probably understand that there are other factors and fundamentals that are taking place globally, economically, that are most likely going to move gold in a different direction from what some of these people say. Billionaire Eric Sprott. Now, I know a lot of you might have different opinions on him. However, he is an intelligent individual. I've been reading him for years. I like what he's got to say, and I'd like to get to this article here for you. So Eric Sprott says you have to be a buyer when people are non-believers. Now, right now is, I think, a good time to read an article such as this. When asked of the investment philosophy which resulted in him becoming a billionaire, this is what Eric Sprott explained. You have to be a buyer when people are non-believers. You have to believe in something based on data, that says you're right when the world will tell you you're wrong. Because when the world says you're wrong and you're right, you know that the return will be outsized because no one is there. It's like buying gold stocks in the year 2000, which I did to a very large extent. The HUI index was at 35 and it went over 600. It went up 1,700% in 8 years, and that's because everyone was against it. It was like a killing field for an investor to go in and buy things cheap. And I really believe it's kind of a similar opportunity again today. I hope that resonates with some of you. I hope you just heard what I read. That's some important words. Okay, and that's coming from Eric Sprott, who is a billionaire, who does believe in gold, who is talking a lot about gold right now. Okay? When asked what the trigger will be to change market sentiment dramatically, Eric said, again, I'll quote him, "Once gold starts looking like, hold it now, maybe that secular bull market wasn't over. All will be forgotten quickly. If the price of gold is 2,000 Tekoa, you would not believe what the sentiment will be. They'll all come in. You will have everyone trying to get through the same door at the same time, and it could be quite stunning. Stocks will go up multi-10,000s%. Because not only is the price of the product going up, but everyone gets excited about discoveries, and it just gets crazy." Basically, guys, we're talking about gold right now, and believe me, some of these same things are going to affect and tie into silver. Silver and gold are kind of anchored together. They kind of follow each other. Now, I really do believe that we're entering a time where this huge bull market, which was created, that we're seeing in the stocks, the bull market in the stocks is what I'm referring to, a lot of it was created with these easy Fed dollars, the Fed buying all these bonds, billions upon hundreds of billions of dollars, free money just pouring in to gamble with, inflating stock prices. They're starting to taper. All right, they cut back, what, 10 billion a month already? Now, as this, what did Peter Schiff refer to it as? The bailout bubble. When this thing pops, this big one, because this is bigger than the housing bubble. This is bigger than all other bubbles combined. All this free and easy money that's inflating these values of stocks and then thus pouring over into the mortgage market and bringing those prices up and everything, and creating this illusion, this smoke and mirrors of prosperity that we're seeing around us these days, when nothing fundamentally has been changed or fixed. We still have unemployment. We still have massive debt. We have unbelievable levels of fiat currency floating around in the market. Unbacked currency, just free, easy money that's not backed by anything but the empty promises of the states, the state being government. You have things now with the IMF saying that they think everyone's income tax should be around, or total taxes should be 71% of their income. It's not going to hold up forever. Can't. Okay. The track record and the resume, we've brought this up multiple times. This is the theme that resonates throughout all of this, is the resume of fiat currency. The resume. Its track record, the history of the world. They come, they go, and they always go. They go out and they go away. Gold, however, has existed for 65 centuries. How many times have you heard me say that? Since the beginning of time, this has been the store of wealth, the store of currency. And I love the point a lot of you brought up with Bitcoin. You guys, I supported it because, and I advocate, and I said earlier, I cheerlead Bitcoin based on the fact that it's challenging the central banks and the Federal Reserve System. But like you guys pointed out, my viewers, again, I got to thank you for this. One of you said, hey, when the lights go out and there's no internet or there's no electricity, as a currency, Bitcoin is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. How true is that? You look at gold, everything can break down. I mean, gold can't even be destroyed in fire. It's an element. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. There's a fixed amount of it on the whole planet, in the universe even. I could melt that eagle down and it would still be a half an ounce of gold sitting there in a little lump. My house could burn to the ground and you'd find that coin. After 9/11, they found gold eagles in the rubble of the World Trade Center. Gold endures and perseveres through everything, thick and thin. I mean, look how many ancient gold coins are out there. How many old gold, World War II, they've been through everything. So it will prevail. We just took a weird little sidetrack there. Let's get back to the headlines. So anyways, there's another article here called Gold Investors Take the Red Pill. The Blue Pill Delusion is... This is an article on the Deviant Investor. It's one of those articles, it'd be better if you just read it yourself. You can look it up, Google it. It's interesting. Interesting facts, but world mints see an unprecedented demand for silver coins in 2013. You know that the uncirculated West Point Eagles sold out. The U.S. Mint can't keep Eagles in stock. Basically, silver, so this is more of a silver headline for you guys. I know there's a lot of you silver stackers out there. So you silver stackers, what do you think of that? Beautiful, huh? I got a buddy right now who's trying to sell a tube of Eagles. A tube of them for 420 bucks. That's $21 a coin. Uncirculated tube of silver Eagles. I don't understand it. I told him to keep them, hold on to them, but I guess he needs some cash right now, something like that. But we'll see. Silver, it's flying off the shelves. I mean, unbelievable demand. The U.S. Mint saw an average monthly sales of 3.5 million coins. It's the busiest month was January, I guess, of last year, with 7.498 million 1-ounce coins sold. November was the slowest month, with 2.3 million coins sold. And so far in December, as of December 16th, this month, the Mint has sold 1.2 million ounces, 1.2 million coins of silver. So the Canadian Royal Mint came in second place for its silver coin sales. So silver it's going, guys. It's flying off the shelves. Something's happening. Okay, and then from Zero Hedge, this guy comes out with some pretty cool articles at times. Interesting. I don't know where he gets his information. It's almost like he's a covert black ops economics guy. JP Morgan's quiet scramble to refill its gold vault. They're reporting that basically JP Morgan has been buying a lot of gold. And persistent trackers of the CME's daily depository statistics are updated. And we're all aware, well aware that over the past week, JP Morgan has been accumulating an impressive amount of gold. And what is more curious, it has been precisely in increments of 64,300 ounces of eligible gold on a daily basis. Putting this scramble into context, 2 months ago, JP Morgan had only 181,000 ounces of gold, and yet just today, the COMEX announced that JP Morgan's eligible vault of gold rose by almost that amount, increasing by 125,000 to a reputable 1.2 million eligible ounces. So JP Morgan's total holdings are surging. So why is it that JP Morgan is gobbling up gold? You know, you've got gold plunging to multi-year lows. So you must ask yourself, what's JP Morgan doing? Are they taking advantage of the, quote, blood on the streets? Very interesting. Out of one side of their mouth, they're telling us all that we need to sell gold, or it's a bad investment. And yet, if you look around, some of the largest investment firms and central banks and big banking firms are buying gold. So, in closing and in summary, hold on to your hats. Keep looking at what's going on. Read the guys that know what they're talking about. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything. Gerald Salente, Peter Schiff, Max Kaiser. Spend some time on the sites like that they write for. Look at financialsense.com. Kind of dig around. Listen to some of the guys from Ludwig von Mises. What is it? The Mises.org. There's some good economics articles that pop up on there. There's definitely something happening. Changes in the wind, I guess you could say. You can kind of smell smoke on the breeze. And who knows what it indicates, but I can tell you one thing. I wouldn't get too comfortable with the way things are today, and remember how fast things changed. Please don't be so narrow-minded, narrow-sighted, or whatever. If you can just look back in history a little bit, recent history. Remember in 2007, when things started to, there was the rumors, the smoke on the breeze again. We'll just use that in a little analogy. You can kind of smell things and see things happening slowly. And then when the big banks and the crises started occurring in '08, and it started happening, and this thing started to unravel, do you remember the feelings of some people, the desperation you saw around you, people trying to move money, to position themselves to save what they had, worked so hard for? You remember probably seeing prices for metals skyrocket, premiums and prices over spot skyrocketing, supplies plummeting. I remember seeing people scrambling to get whatever physical metal they could get their hands on. Websites were selling out. Premiums on eBay were through the roof for everything. I remember seeing eagles going for, $15, $20 over spot. Incredible. A half-ounce gold eagle like that was going for, what? They were almost like 100 over spot. The prices were incredible. So take advantage of the time right now. If you have discretionary spending, if you have some extra money to put aside, remember, the first and foremost, try to get out of debt if you can. Be debt-free. Watch my video on, how to buy gold and save and be debt-free. I don't know what the title is, I forget. But I have an old video. Some guys kind of like it. It's a confessional that I made on how to save money and buy gold and silver. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, thanks for being here. Cuddle up, read your good books in this cold winter evenings, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Thanks for being here, all 15 or 10 or 3 of you that are part of the project, the channel, that contribute and hang out, comment. Alright, like and share and spread the word. Throw some links and ideas down below if you can, and stay in contact, stay in touch. I appreciate it. Have a good Merry Christmas.